Hey guys, I'd like to talk today a little bit about that community that I was referring to in the last video and what that entails when we have those feelings of depression. So for me, community looks like friends that I can reach out to who are going to be able to pray for me, to talk to me if I need help. I need to reach out to them and just talk. And that can also be your family, but I want to encourage you to branch out from just your family because family they know a lot of great things about you, and a lot of times the family members that we have just kind of blow hot air into us, if you understand what I'm saying. They just build us up with these things that we don't really believe ourselves. So we need to the actions that are done to us, we need to work on changing our attitude towards them. We can't change what comes into our life, what happens, but we can work on how we respond to that. And that is extremely important, to be able to respond in a way that's not full of self hatred, full of depression, full of loneliness, of sadness, sorrow. Something that responds and says, I do see that that is in my life, and I do see that that is something that I don't want there. I'm gonna give that to God because He's the only one that can take care of that for us. So community, it can be extremely helpful to talk to a therapist or just a person really that's gonna hear you out and listen to you and comfort you. And sometimes it's talking to a person that is not gonna respond to you really in a, hey, I'm trying to help and I'm trying to fix this, and that sort of a thing. Sometimes it's better to just talk to somebody who's just gonna be there to comfort you. And sometimes it is better to speak to someone who is gonna try and help you out of the situation that you are in. We need both in our lives, and we need to understand that. We need to recognize where we are, and we need to understand that we can't do it ourselves. We need help. And one of the I was really struggling with depression last night. I was really having those feelings of, oh, I got so much work, and I'm tired. I'm gonna wake up and do work again tomorrow. And unfortunately, that's true. We gotta wake up and we gotta end up doing more work. And that may be true, but my attitude to that situation can be changed, and that's what needs to be changed. So last night when I was feeling that way, feeling sad, I watched a video about this guy who is being interviewed by this other person, and he was saying, you know, I feel depressed all the time. I wake up depressed, but that's where you have to move on from that. You gotta think of little tasks that you can do that'll help bring you out of that depression. And I think that's pretty true. And finally he was saying that, you know, I feel like I'm in a good place right now. And the interviewer was like, "So, what does that mean to you?" And this guy, he responds with, "You know, I'm excited because my friends, they've got this stuff coming out, this cool stuff coming out, and I'm looking forward to getting to uh, be around them, hang around them, and not really think about anything else other than that." And I thought to myself, wow, you know, how how sad it is if we are only hopeful for that cool stuff that my friends got going on, the cool thing that we're gonna be doing. We're gonna go hike mountain. We're gonna go to this other country. How sad it is if we rely on temporary things, like if I rely on my family, if I rely on a person, it's a temporary thing that's gonna go away. I can't be reliant on other people for my joy because I'm gonna get let down. I I can't rely on things that are gonna pass away and that are temporary for my joy. I need to rely on Jesus for my joy. Otherwise, I'm not gonna have that joy. So I I saw that video, and I was kind of comforted because the guy is doing a lot to try and get people who are in depression out of depression, people who are having those feelings to not feel that way. He wants to love himself more, and I can relate to that. I certainly can. However, he's saying, these cool things that my friends are doing. I'm looking forward to being part of that. I just really, that's what puts you in a good place. Like, what happens when those good things are gone? Oh, I'm just gonna give up. I don't really care to be around when those good things. What? Really? We're gonna put our hope in things? Things are temporary. They're gonna pass away. We can't put our hope in things here on this earth. Nothing. The only thing we can do is put our hope in Jesus Christ.